Happy Independence Day.
Yeah.
You know, it's the 4th of July. It's like BJ and Joe says there. It's the 4th of July everywhere on Earth, but it's only Independence Day in the USA.
There you go.
Happy Independence Day. Happy Sunday. So proud that you could be with us on this Sunday. I want to thank all of y'all for joining us. And we've got a great live stream set up for you today. We're going to be talking about some training and visit with some very special guests. Nursing Our Travel Bug is here. Leslie Wagner is here. And if you haven't seen Leslie and Dustin and Scout's latest video, they went to Elkhart, Indiana, and visited the museum, the RV museum.
Mm-hmm.
And a cool video. It was a fun video. I know I've seen it before, but it was a fun video. And speaking of Nursing Our Travel Bug, Tuesday night, they're going live.
Okay.
They're doing a live Tuesday night. And if I'm wrong, Bill, you guys, Natasha, y'all straighten me out. But I think Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern, you guys are going to be live. And also Haunted History, Murder Mystery Haunted History is going to be live this afternoon. And
Right.
they're talking about the daughter of a Florida couple.
Right. Just recently in the news.
Yeah. So they'll be talking about that. Dennis Breland. Dennis, I don't know if I've had the pleasure, but hello. Thank you so much for being here. Who else we got? We've got Out and About on Recumbents.
Right. And Kenneth Oaks.
Kenneth Oaks. Over the Hill RV is here.
It's John.
That's John, one of our channel members. And we want to thank our many channel members. But once again, thank you for being here on this wonderful Independence Day. If you're true patriots like me and Miss Barbara, this is a special day along with Memorial Day and Veterans Day. Flag Day. We like them. Those are kind of
Holidays.
Observances. We love those. But we do have a very special couple going to be joining us today. And
Nursing Our Travel Bug says you're right. They missed doing the live stream.
yeah,
And they wanted to keep their weekends for the family, which is why they're here right now.
excellent. Thank y'all. We appreciate it. But I'm trying to think of their latest video.
They've been releasing the videos on their...
Releasing some stuff that, well, let's just say it's not something that happened yesterday. But I do know they put out a great video about what other people say to them. Like, your family needs structure. Your kids need more structure. And what about family? But it's a great video. Not only because me and Miss Barbara are in there, but a lot of great folks are in there. And go check it out. Their latest video, Nursing Our Travel Bug. And Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern, they will be going live. And we look forward to that.
Yes.
We enjoy the family. We certainly do. And also, let's see, Johnny's Journey has a new video out, budget flooring, and also a Vanguard ceiling that she's putting in a van build. You know, she's all about van builds.
She's good, too.
She's very good. Very good. Leslie and Dustin, in their video, there's a very unique model of RV that has let's just say the privy sits right in the middle of the living room.
No way.
Yeah. No, it's a great video. Y'all go check it out, okay? All right, I think that's just about everyone. We got 11 people in the room right now, and we certainly appreciate y'all spending your Sunday with us. And again, happy 4th of July, happy Independence Day early. Tomorrow, of course, is Independence Day, and therefore we have the long weekend. And
I had to remind myself today was Sunday.
I know tomorrow.
Long weekends is all the time.
Tomorrow, our brother and sister-in-law are headed to the lake with their RV, and Tuesday we'll be joining them. So we're going to be up on Lake Eufaula next week, and we've got a little downtime. We rolled in here Friday. We came from Montgomery and got here Friday, got home Friday, and I've been doing some work on the air system, the air dryer in the diesel air system, and finally got the air dryer out and broke down. It took me most of the day because it had been there a while, and somebody used a whole lot of Loctite. So it was hard to get some of the fittings off, and they're brass fittings, and you got to be careful. You can break them. I broke one.
I know you did.
Took me all afternoon to go ahead and drill that that cavity out. J.W. Carter, the Aloha Conch, is here. That's the Conch in Aloha Conch. Good to see you, J.W. Happy Independence Day to you. And as we said, and as you can tell by the thumbnail, you know who we've got as special guest this afternoon. We're going to be talking about the NRVTA, and we're also going to be talking about their travels. We're going to have some fun with them. We got some photos that they're going to have to explain. So I tell you what we're going to do. Right now, we're going to go ahead and bring on our special guest today. And you know them, you love them. Here they are.
Hi, everybody.
There they are.
Hey, guys.
That earlier picture was a while ago.
A couple days.
A minute.
Yeah, a couple of days ago. That's back when Scott had hair. And Allison had a lot of it. Allison had a lot of hair, and it was tall.
She still has a lot of hair.
Yes, she does.
Make that tall.
Anyway, everyone, make welcome Scott and Allison from Jarhead and Ginger's Journey, also jaw-jacking with Jarhead and Ginger. I know you've checked out some of their videos. They got a great following. You're pushing good numbers and clipping along. Are you guys still putting out a couple of videos a week?
We started doing it again recently, yeah. When I went to work at the NRVTA as a TA there, it was just too many hours to do 2 videos a week for us. We did manage 1 video a week while we were there, but we just started it up again about, 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 now?
Yeah.
That's a tough schedule. Putting out 2 videos a week, I can barely get 1 or 2 out a month.
Well, for our Thursday video, we try not to go too in depth with the editing and all. On our jaw jackings, we like to try and just film it and put it out, but it never works that way, you know.
Yeah.
If I smack them in the head, I'm not abusing them. I'm trying to kill a mosquito that I just saw.
Oh yeah, they have a short out where a couple of nights ago they were invaded by mosquitoes.
Mhm.
Tell us about that.
Oh boy.
Go ahead.
We were just sitting here and noticed that more and more mosquitoes were coming in. We hadn't had a problem. We're currently in the Michigan Upper Peninsula, kind of between Sault Ste. Marie and St. Ignace. And we're at this Passport America Park. There's like nobody here. It's only $20 a night. We have a nice prison view. It's just a basic no frills park. But anyhow, you know, the Upper Peninsula is known for their mosquitoes. So we kept seeing more and more. And finally, 10:30 at night, they were just everywhere. That's about the time it was completely dark. And he grabbed the fly swatter and I grabbed the camera.
We really noticed it got a lot worse when she went out the door
Oh.
to take Xanadu out. So when she went out, she shut the door behind her and looked back at the door, and apparently it was just covered. So when the door opened, I'm sure a ton of them came in. I killed at least 100 mosquitoes that night, at least.
Attracted to the light, or just going after the cool of your RV?
I guess attracted to whatever light they saw. We had our shades pulled, but the door doesn't have a shade. We actually just have a piece of film on there that we got from Leslie Wagner. So they probably did see some light through there. That might have attracted them.
I think
Yeah,
they
that's,
smelled fresh meat.
That's one point I want to make. We have traveled in the same circle of friends for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Allison and Scott and me and Miss Barbara have never met. We have just missed each other each time. But every time I see your pictures of your jaw-jacking or just your get-togethers or meetups, I realize, hey, we were just with those folks. We just missed y'all.
Yep.
But I've been wanting to hook up with you guys for a long time, just to catch you out on the road, and hopefully we can make that happen. Not sure when, but we'll just have to synchronize watches.
Yeah,
Right.
there you go.
See if we can get together. Now, once again, where are y'all at now? You're close to Canada.
Yeah, we're only about 15 miles south of Canada, in near Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, in the UP.
And you just recently had a new addition to your family. Now,
Yes, we
well,
did.
we're talking the baby, but we're also talking the puppy.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yep. Actually, the new granddaughter, we just got word today that she started crawling.
Parents are going to be in trouble soon
Yeah.
when she starts walking. It's
No turning
Game
back
on.
for them now. It's game on.
Yeah.
They're going to be chasing that kid
If
for the
she's
next
crawling,
17
it's time to put her in some khakis and put her to work.
That's right. There you go.
That's right.
She can mop the floor, scooting around.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that we wanted to talk with Scott and Allison about on today's live stream was the NRVTA. I've been wanting to go for a year now, and I realized that we just couldn't handle the heat of Texas in the summer. And I was checking on some of the schedules, but one way or the other, I'm getting out there to Athens, and I'm going to go through that course. And I probably will just stay and just take the whole regiment, one right after the other. Not because I particularly want to go into business. I'm retired. I want to stay retired. But I need something to do in retirement. And I'm just so interested in our RV that I really want to go out there. So I know that Scott, you went first, and then you went back as a technical assistant, and Allison went through the course. Can you tell us some about that?
Sure. I went last year in January timeframe, so January to February, and I took the 5 weeks at that point and became a certified tech after the 5-week course. And then we pretty much left and did our tour around the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
But it's as far as the training goes, it's very intense. Just a ton of information, super fast, right? Like some military training is like that,
Yeah.
right? So it's interesting. I walked in there day one. I'd never had a multimeter in my hand before. And after 5 weeks, I was a certified tech, and I knew how to use the multimeter and, run down problems and all the major systems and things like that on an RV. So
If I see a air traffic controller running around with a multimeter, I'm gonna get scared.
No.
that's
But
true.
anyway,
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway, since I mentioned that, can you tell us a little bit about yourselves? I know that Scott from the Marine Corps, and Allison with a medical and special education background. Just tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Okay, I am originally from Washington State, but don't hold that against me. I left in '91 before it got super nuts.
Yeah.
I haven't lived there since. I still do have family there. Actually, 2 of our daughters live there. But like I said, I left in '91, joined the Marine Corps, and met Allison at my first school that was in Texas. What was the town?
El Paso. Fort Bliss.
Yep, we met at Fort Bliss, Texas. And then my duty stations when I was in the Marine Corps, I bounced back and forth between Yuma, Arizona, and Okinawa, Japan a few times. They got rid of my first job, the Marine Corps did. So my second job ended up being air traffic control. And after doing that for one hitch or however much time I had to give to get to school, I decided that was too good of a skill to stay in the Marine Corps at that point, because I could make a lot more money out of the Marine Corps. Yeah. So that's what I did. I did a little over 9 years and then got out. And then I did it as a civilian for both the Marine Corps and the Air Force. I did air traffic control for them for the next 20 plus years. Retired 2 years ago, and we had planned to retire in Asia, but the COVID put a lid on all of our traveling, so we decided to come back. And that's when we decided that since we had kids on both coasts and one in Texas, full-time RV was for us.
Yeah, we had said when we couldn't sell our last house in Alaska, when we moved to Alaska, our realtor talked us into a 4,300 square foot house. Imagine trying to heat that in the Alaska winters. That thing was crazy. And we were in the process of remodeling. So we moved to Japan and lost money on that house and lost money on the house before. So we had said, we're never buying a house again. And so this is our house on wheels instead of a house. We can just move it whenever we want to, because we can't stay still. Being former military, we cannot stay still.
Now I know that you have training as a special education teacher, but I'm going to turn these lights on right here.
I'm in the dark.
Yeah, it's a little dark.
No.
There we go.
Oh, that's a lot better.
Yeah. Where is that button? Nope, that's the wrong one. Okay, here we go. Boom.
Oh.
Now you can see us. Woo!
That's washed out.
Yeah. I know that you're really into quilting.
Yes. Yeah. I got my degree in special education, but it's through a private Christian school, Liberty University, go Flames. And I went to special education for a reason. I cannot do math, y'all, to save my life. So I tried to do the teaching certification test, the praxis. Could not pass the praxis for the math portion. So then when we decided to do this, I can use my, if I want to go back to work as a teacher, I can use my degree and still teach English online if I feel that I need to start teaching again. But I love working with special needs children. Like the more severe and profound, the better for me. That's my heart. And you really can't do that online remotely. So I'll just find a Special Olympics or something and just go love on them there.
That's probably why she married a Marine.
Well, it is why she married a Marine.
Is a reason why we call you Jarheads. In fact, speaking of Jarheads, our daughter-in-law just picked up Lieutenant Colonel. She just got pinned the other day up at Lejeune. So
very nice.
That's our favorite. I mean, you're a great Jarhead, Scott, but she's our favorite Jarhead.
I get it.
I've got some pictures here, and if you want to, just hopefully y'all can see them and just comment on some of them. I know that's Todd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to know what's happening there?
Yeah.
Okay, this is fundamentals class, which is week 1 at the schoolhouse. And what happens, Todd teaches that class for the entire week. And he brings up everybody, the support staff, basically. And that's what's going on there. You see in the background all the pictures of the people. And most of those are behind Todd there. And he introduces everybody around the room. And then for that specific week, most of the TAs that you see there are around the periphery of the classroom with microphones. And when somebody has a question, they'll run a microphone over and answer the question if they can. If they think it's good information, they'll give you the microphone as a student, and then you ask your question.
Oh, okay. Looks like refrigeration.
That is, yeah. I was actually in my first class was TA with the guy you're seeing there. His name's Dax. He's a TA as well. And yeah, that's definitely a refrigerator there. They have them up on carts. A lot of them anyway. When I was there, they had plans to get them all on carts. I don't know if they've done that yet, but it makes it a lot easier for you to get in there and actually diagnose from around the back of it and everything.
Now, this is out in Athens, Texas, the Big Red Barn.
Yep, Big Red Schoolhouse.
Big Red Schoolhouse. And what is the difference, Scott, Allison, what is the difference between registered technician, RV technician, and a certified RV technician?
You want to tell the registered?
Yeah, these pictures were taken when I was going through, and it's funny because we had been there like 2.5 months, and then I was thinking, well, maybe I should go through the class, through the fundamentals class, to help with our business. And so I was able to squeeze in at the last minute, and I didn't know that there were study materials, so I didn't get to do that before. So I highly recommend, if you do sign up for the class, do the study material, the videos, because they will really help you, because I didn't do them and I didn't know what was going on the first day of school. I was like a kindergartner in a physics class. So anyhow, for the 1 week fundamentals, you can either just do the fundamentals if you're just wanting to learn about your RV, and it's helpful for anybody that has an RV. If you're able to take it, I would take it the first week. Now, after the first week, you can sit for the registered test, and when you pass that, you're a registered technician.
That's the registered route. It's the 1 week. Where's my finger there? It's the 1 week and the written exam. You take the written exam on Saturday. That's registered. Now, if you want to continue on to certified, you don't need to take the registered test because there's a fee for that. Yeah. So if you're going to go certified route, what happens after that, after week 1, is you'll be put into another additional 4 week track. You'll dive in depth into refrigerators like the picture here. Then you'll have a week of air conditioners, and then you'll have a week of water heaters and furnaces, and then you have a week of exteriors. So after those 4 weeks, then what happens is you take a test, a bigger test, 150 questions, I think it was, and you also do some hands-on debugging of each machine. Yeah. And then you become a certified tech.
I got you.
And I just saw that
big batteries there.
What's that?
I said that's some big batteries right there.
Yep, that's the battery station. This is also during the fundamentals week. For a couple days out of the week, you break up into small groups, and they have 6 stations set up, and you'll go around learning how to use your multimeters. This one's learning how to do batteries in series and in parallel, and things like that. Inverters, converters, all different kinds of stations. That's the exteriors class.
That's Todd's brother.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Todd's brother, huh?
Yep. Brian.
All right. I think that's the business side of it.
Yep.
This is Queen Bee.
Yep, that's her name, or that's what she goes by, Queen Bee.
Brenda. And I saw that Dustin from Wayward Waggs is doing the at-home course. So I'm interested to see how that goes for him and what he learns. That's exciting. It's a nice option for those that can't attend in person.
Wow, I didn't know there was an at-home course. Wow.
I can't really speak to that much. I don't know what's in it, because I didn't do it. But everything they do is pretty professional over there. They just actually got hooked up with the Texas Workforce Commission, so they're in the process of working in all of those rules that they have to have now. But yeah, their products are and their classes are very good. That's the inverter station that you're seeing there. The guy that's holding the heat gun, he actually is an instructor now. He was a TA in this picture, but now he's an instructor. He's teaching water heater and furnace. So that was really cool because I got to be his TA for the first few weeks that he taught water heater and furnace. And when he knew he was going to be the instructor, he went to Todd and said, "I have to have Scott," because I was in there with him, for a couple weeks before with the other instructor. So he wanted me over there as moral support, I guess. He's a great guy.
Furnace, I believe that's furnace right there.
What's that?
I said, speaking of furnace, I believe that's furnace right there.
Those are water heaters.
Water heaters, heaters, yeah.
Yeah. This is another station. I believe this is Polarity, where they'll plug you into the wall with the little dog bones, and you'll use your multimeter to see where the hot lead is and where the ground and all that stuff is.
And by the way, folks, these snapshots come from one of the videos that Scott and Allison have about the school. So be sure and go check out their videos at Jarhead and Ginger's Journey on YouTube. And if you're interested in the school, or if you're not already a subscriber to Scott and Allison, be sure and drop by and check out their channel. They got a lot of stuff. I mean, they do a little bit of everything. That's propane.
Yep, that's a stove. They're actually doing pressure drop test. That you'll hook it's called a manometer. You hook a manometer up and set it all up, make sure the pressure doesn't drop.
And the lady there that you see teaching the class is Todd's stepdaughter, Stephanie's daughter. And she was in high school during this. She was just finishing high school, and she graduated high school and just completed the tech class. So now she was a registered tech at this time, but now she went through the certified class. So she's a certified tech, and this lady's going to make it happen. She's got a good family there. Speaking of family, the NRVTA people, they are family. They're so supportive. So, I can't even say it because I'm going to cry. Good people.
Is that rain, honey?
Yep. It's starting to rain.
Oh, no.
It's raining on us. Yeah.
Ooh.
Summer rain.
That's Todd doing his swim through my shot there.
He looks like he'd be a fun guy.
Oh, he is, for sure.
Smart too.
Hey, look at that. I was just talking about that. That's a manometer.
That's a manometer.
The reason I wanted to show this picture was there are some prerequisite tools that you have to attend the course.
Yep. There sure are. They'll send you a whole list, and they've got parts and pieces, and when you bring it, you'll make a couple of different things in class, and I'd never even heard of a manometer before, but there it is.
Well, I tell you, I've owned tools all my life and been a broadcast engineer, but I ain't never heard of no manometer.
Manometer, yep.
Yeah, I know, manometer.
Yeah.
And there she is. That's Allison saying, "Hey, you need some work on your RV? Call me."
Yeah, that's out front of that's the big red schoolhouse there. That's the one where most of the classes happen. There are a couple other ones. They're really in depth with their names. They have Little Red and Medium Red also. And Little Red is where they do all of their filming and stuff like that. And Medium Red is where they do the inspector course.
Well, tell me something about where did you stay? Do they have any campgrounds adjacent to or nearby?
They actually on the campus where the schoolhouses are is a RV park.
Texan RV Park.
It's called the Texan RV Park. But if you don't have an RV, or if you don't want to drive it all the way from where you are to there, but you still want to attend in person, they do have tiny homes that you can rent also. Not included in the cost of your tuition, and a little bit on the expensive side, but very easy to get to school. I mean, you can walk to school from even from the back of the park if you wanted.
Yeah, and if it might be tough on you if you're not a morning person. I hear it's early.
It is.
It is early, yeah. And I'm not a morning person, so
no, I wouldn't have a problem. Miss Barbara, she'd get there about 10. Want to say hello to Johnny's Journey and Fordman, aka Timmy Ray the King, is here.
Hey y'all.
Doreen from nursing
camping therapy. Doreen, hello Doreen, proud that you're here. If you're just joining us, we're talking with Scott and Allison of Jarhead and Ginger's Journey and Jawjacking with Jarhead and Ginger. And we're talking about their travels. And we're also talking about the National RV Training Academy. Is it Academy? Yeah. In RVTA. Yeah. But Allison and Scott have some great videos. And he has gone through the certification course, and Allison did the registered course. And have y'all had a chance to put any of your knowledge into action as far as a business side, or have you not ventured that far yet?
No, we started right out of the block after I graduated last year. We got our LLC going and all that stuff. And I figured I'd just set out a sign out in the yard whenever I wanted to work and, see what happens.
That's what I want to do. That's a good idea. Just hang your shingle when you're ready to work.
That's it. Yeah.
I like that idea. I like that a lot.
I've actually never put it out in the yard because I guess I'm not ready to work.
We're having too much fun traveling. I think when we get back to Texas, we'll probably throw the shingle out. But right now, especially with having to deal with taxes and stuff in different states, it's just easier to wait till we get back to Texas.
And there's another reason is that there's a thing called a propane certification. And legally, if you don't have that propane certification, you can't crack a propane line open on somebody else's RV. So if you're working on anything except air conditioners, for the most part, you need to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So I just got my propane certification a few months ago, and you also need a propane certificate for your business. And then we'll be up and running with that as well. But the taxes, when you go state to state, if you're trying to run it as a business, it's just confusing.
Yeah. Want to say hello to Bill and Nancy, Thin Blue Lane Productions. Proud that you guys are here. We're talking with Scott and Allison from Jarhead and Ginger's Journey. And if you're not already a subscriber over on their channel, give them a view. Go by and check out some of their videos. And if you like what you see, give them a thumbs up, leave a great comment, and also subscribe to their channel. We'd appreciate it. B&D Crafts and More is here. Hello, Ricky and Barbara, and all the wonderful peeps in the chat. Proud that you guys are here. In the second half of this hour, I've got some pictures that you guys are going to need to explain.
I'm scared.
We didn't even know about this part, guys.
No, how deep did you dig?
You weren't supposed to. But we're going to go ahead. I'm sure most of them can be explained, and those that can't, I'm going to keep and use against you later. So let's start with this one right here.
Aww.
Wow. that was about 3 days ago, and
Yeah.
Honest.
that was the first ball that we ever went to together. If you look at the number, it says Happy 216. I can't remember what number they're on now, but it's like 240 something. I'm pretty sure.
That was in 1991. And we were just dating then.
1991. Now, this was a little while earlier than that.
No,
It was after.
this was after.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm sorry. You went to the Marine Corps ball,
Huh?
birthday bash, and then y'all got married.
Right.
You know, after going to that
I
ball
got
and seeing
you.
all those Marines, I had to hang on to them.
I got you. Now, what is this? What's up with this $100 bill?
That was when we got monetized. We gave away $100, and it actually went to a lady in Virginia, I believe. And we sent her a gift card, not the $100 bill. And she still comments on our videos, and she bought herself a Christmas setup with the money, and she was just thrilled that she won.
Well, that's fun. That's cool. What about this?
Oh, it's my little granddaughter. She was a little preemie. It's so funny the way it worked. Definitely somebody looking out for us up. Where's my hand up there? Because we were planning to stay traveling longer and not get back to Texas until middle of November. She was due December 10th. And we just felt an urgency to get back home. And my daughter was saying, I want to have my baby shower earlier in case she comes early. So we went back to Texas early. She had her baby shower one Saturday, and then the next Saturday goes into the hospital and had to have the baby early. So we were definitely urged back home for a good reason. But she was healthy and stayed in the hospital a couple of weeks. And
That was the worst.
Yeah, we couldn't go see her. So that was so hard. But she's doing great now. 6 months old, just started crawling today.
Now, what's her name?
And I miss her. I can't wait to get back and see her. But for now, videoing works because it's too hot there, y'all. It's too hot.
What's her name?
Georgia Faith.
That's Georgia. Now, is this also Georgia, or is this a different grandbaby?
Yes. That's Georgia.
That was at Christmas time.
Yeah, I made her that quilt for Christmas. You can't see it in that picture, but it's got her footprints on it and her name in letters. And she's
Here's a funny story about that. That baby was maybe 2 months old at the time, going on 3 months old. And I have already dressed up as Santa Claus just for that little baby. Because they didn't want to take her and get her pictures done. So we went to our church. We went to our church and got their Santa suit, and I put it on, and she got pictures with Santa.
All right.
Yeah,
and you say Georgia's about 6 months now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So
all right, good. Those of you just joining us, we're talking with Scott and Allison of Jarhead and gingersjourney.
Oh.
And introduce these two.
I'm holding Prince Harry. We got him in Japan. He's a 7.5-year-old Chinese crested hairless. And this past November, it was the anniversary of the loss of our bulldog. He passed away due to old age. And he said, maybe we should start looking for another dog. We had started looking at a hairless cat or a hairless dog, and he really doesn't like cats. So I started looking in November, and I knew exactly what I wanted. I wanted the black and white. I wanted a true hairless like Harry, but they're a lot more expensive for black and white true hairless. And just happened to find Xanadu. We were in Athens at the NRVTA at the time, and I found her in Jacksonville. So I got on a plane to Jacksonville and went to pick up Xanadu. She's a hairy hairless. So in a litter of Chinese cresteds, there can be a true hairless like Harry, a hairy hairless like Xanadu, and one with a full coat of hair called a powder puff.
Well, I'm working on being a hairy hairless.
Yeah.
Hairy on the other end now.
Oh boy.
I always say I didn't lose my hair, it just migrated.
Yeah, it moved. That's right. So that is Harry and Xanadu.
Yes.
And is that still the same RV you have now, the Grand Design, the Momentum?
Yep,
It is.
sure is.
Excellent. Now tell us about this.
That was
That
scary.
don't look very comforting right there.
You know, that was a couple of stops ago, but we were in Door County, Wisconsin when this storm came through. We were actually at a it's called a fish boil. We got a video on that coming out tonight, I think. Is the boil tonight or next one?
Next week.
Either tonight or next week. Anyway,
Okay.
we were there hanging out with 3 other YouTube channels, and we were on our way home, and we had a couple with us, and the other 2 couples were in the car in front of us, and we were noticing as we're getting closer and closer to the park that there's more and more limbs down in the road. And we're starting to talk about, man, I hope nobody got hit by a tree in the park and all this stuff. And like I said, their car's in front of us, and they pulled over into my parking area, and I knew there was something wrong at that point.
Uh-oh.
But we got out, and what happened was this tree had 2 tops. So it had 2 like that, and it split right in the middle there, and that's one of the tops of the tree that came down. If I'd have been maybe a foot farther over, towards where the tree is, it would have been a whole different story. But the way it is now, there were only a couple of limbs even touching the RV, and nothing scraped, nothing scraped down the side, didn't lose any windows. The only thing that happened, and I think it was probably from the wind and not the tree, was one of the caps on the awning came off. But it didn't crack the cap or anything. I got up on my truck, snapped it right back into place, and it's fine.
I was so scared when we got home. All I could think of was Harry, because Harry stayed home alone. We took Xanadu with us because we weren't leaving her alone at all at the time. She's a little Velcro dog. I can't let her out of sight. But all I could think about was Harry. So I go in and open up the door, and Harry comes out from the bathroom. We had the door to the bedroom closed, and that's where he usually goes if it's stormy or whatever. He likes it up there better. But he couldn't get into the bedroom, so he was in the bathroom, in the shower, on top of some blankets. He was shaking, and he was so nervous.
Imagine so. Good gracious.
Yeah.
So you dodged the bullet on that one.
We did.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Door County Coffee, says Bill at Nursing Our Travel Bug, or Natasha. I'm not sure which one.
We tried going there. Because he told us he wanted coffee from Door County, but the day we tried, Allison stopped to film outside a little bit, and as she was going up the stairs to go into the shop, they closed it.
Oh,
He put the closed sign right in front of me. Set it down right there. The door was closed. I said, "Oh,
right in your
and
face."
friends in there. I'm like, my friends are in there. Don't lock them in."
So we tried to get Bill some coffee, but they locked us out.
Yeah, they locked you out. Well, there's a job where your certification comes in handy.
This is probably my least favorite thing is working with underbellies. Last summer when we were up in Washington, we were actually with a couple other channels, and on move day, I noticed that we had some water coming out of this specific underbelly area.
Yeah.
So I had a leak, and I tracked it down and I fixed it. Well, I guess the leak kind of stretched out the underbelly there. So this picture was taken this summer when we moved, I think, from Athens.
No, we were in. We had left Camp Fimfo.
Oh, okay.
We had just gotten back to Colorado right before we left that area.
Yeah, so
Conroe.
Yeah. So we pulled into Conroe, and Thousand Trails down there in Texas, and I noticed this. So obviously that's not a good thing to have while you're going down the road. So I had to fix that, and I actually shorted up with some angle aluminum, and that's probably the thumbnail shot, or close to it at least, right there from that video that we did.
Excellent. Yeah, when that insulation soaks up that water, it can get heavy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sure did. I had to replace all the insulation under there too.
Now this
Oh.
really interested me. We got a fire truck, we got a helicopter, and we got RVs. I hope nothing terrible happened here, but what's this all about?
Well, if you see where the yellow helicopter is, the RV to the left of it, that's us. That's ours. The reason we're taking the shot from here is because we couldn't get to our RV. We came back from town, and this was going on in the park. This was in Colorado River, 1,000 Trails in Texas last year. Apparently what happened was a guy in the park had a heart attack, and one of his friends found him, and this was the process that we came back to, was them actually life flighting them, or that man, out. He did make it, from what I understand, and as far as I know, he's back in the park. But again, Harry was home alone during this.
Oh my goodness, with a helicopter landing right next door.
Yeah. So when we got home, he was not a happy camper, and he was up in the bedroom as far away from that helicopter as he could get.
Shaking like a little chihuahua.
Poor Harry, my gosh. Oh my word. Let's see what else we got here. Looks like a kangaroo to me.
Oh yeah, I was feeding the kangaroo, and the way you had to do it was with your mouth to give it a kangaroo kiss. It was a little piece of bread that they gave us. This was in Falls City, Washington, and they have a really cool wallaby ranch there, and they also have kangaroos. Definitely, if you're in that area, it's about half an hour east of Seattle. It's a great place to visit.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's close to the falls there. I can't remember the name. Snoqualmie Falls. It's really beautiful. You get a chance to go up there. Definitely do that.
That's definitely a bucket list for us.
He got bit by a wallaby.
Yeah. One of them bit
by a wallaby.
Yeah.
One of my duty stations, I spent 3 years in Australia.
Oh, wow.
It was long before I met Miss Barbara. But I'm very familiar with the kangaroos and the wallabies and the dingoes. But I've never seen anybody give sugar to a kangaroo before.
Especially not that way, right?
Got to be pretty tame.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
What's up? ¿Qué pasa? You
right,
got to explain this thing.
This is an easy one. So her cousin is married to a Mexican guy.
Yep.
And we started going to their church and all. And he had, while we were there, actually we were up in Athens, and he was having his 50th birthday. And he wanted everybody to dress as a cholo. So what do I know about that? So this is what we got. This is my cholo outfit, and the bicycle was actually brought by somebody else that he knows as just a prop for pictures and stuff. So everybody was getting their picture on it and stuff like that. But
yeah, Allison was dressed up as a cholo too. You got to check out that video, you guys.
We had so much fun. Even our pastor came, and he and his wife dressed up, and their costumes were awesome. That was so much fun.
Cool.
Oh,
what the heck is this?
Went down to Mexico for for some dental work. Saved a lot of money.
Yeah, she actually went from, this was again when we were in Athens, and she rented a car 3 different times to go down there, and had her dental work done, and came back and all that stuff, and it was still cheaper than the quote she got from a doctor in Conroe, Texas.
Now, did you ever get a chance to go back and do any shopping, Allison?
We did. We went back in April, and we went down, and Scott got to go over to the dentist, and we booked 2 weeks down there, but it was already really hot. And when he went to the dentist, they said he didn't need to come back for anything. So we took off early. We did not stay 2 weeks. We got into, from there, somebody had canceled at the Switch It Up huddle. So we went from there, South Texas, to New Braunfels for the Switch It Up huddle. That was fun. Now
this is one of those pictures that I was talking about. We we couldn't have been far behind you or just before you with Dave's Great Adventure and Mel and Nettie and Garrett and the guys and Wayward Waggs in this picture. This is obviously a get together for you guys.
This was, we just took a day trip to do this,
Yeah,
right?
they were all camped together, but we were at the NRVTA.
Yeah, we were still at the schoolhouse, and so we heard that they were all going to be together there and everything. So we drove out for the day to meet them. We had met all of them before, and if you guys don't know any of these channels or any of these people, they're all great people. I mean,
Yes, they are. Yes, they
awesome.
are.
We've met everybody in that picture except for you two.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
Here's
Well-
another one with Mike and Shelly and some of your other friends there.
Yeah, that's Mike and Shelly from our Epic RV Adventure,
Yep.
and I can't remember their names from
Sue.
Sweet Travels.
Yeah, Sweet Travels. Kelly and
Jim
Yeah.
Kelly from Sweet Travels. He drives a HDT, and they pull a really nice DRV toy hauler. And then the
I'm
other,
very familiar with Sweet Travels. I couldn't do it. I
No?
could not drive with all those various things hanging on to my my rig going down the road because they got a smart car and a couple of spiders, Can-Ams, and
no, they don't have the Can-Ams. That's another channel, but they
okay.
they don't have the spiders. They have a side-by-side, but they put it inside their toy hauler now. But they do have the smart car. They do have the smart car on the back.
Cool.
And then the other couple in that last one was Chris and Chris. We met them in Conroe. We pulled up and they were setting up, and Allison wanted the spot they were in. And I said, well, go ask them if they're setting up or tearing down. And she went and they were setting up, so we couldn't get that spot. And it turns out the next day we were on a walk and they had their sign out, their yard sign, and they were subscribers of ours. So we're like, oh, hey, are you these people? And they're like, yep. And we're like, all right, so cool. So we hit it off really fast friends there with the Chris's. And we actually talked them into doing a channel, but they've kind of slacked off on their videos now.
I'll tell you, that's one of the most interesting and fun things we do is when we visit camps and parks, and we either find folks that we know their channel, or they find us, they know our channel, and it's starting to happen with a little more frequency.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey. And that comes with being superstars like me and Miss Barbara and you and Allison. So, yeah. Hey, when you got it, you got it.
Oh, okay.
And recognize everybody in this picture. Yeah.
Yeah. This was when we were up in Colorado. We met up with the Waggs again, and this was the first time when we met up with NOTB. So that was a cool time. But next time we meet with NOTB, they owe us another jaw jacking because the last one we did wasn't so good.
The waterfall.
The background noise was way too much with the water in the background. So we're gonna have a redo with them.
Lucky Dog Productions moderator Sue is here. CRV View is here as well.
That's
we
Tim,
know this
CRV.
guy.
Oh, this is a crazy story. This one, we were in Texas. I guess that's not obvious anymore because they have them outside of Texas now. But
right,
we were walking into this Buc-ee's in Texas, and there was a guy at the register paying, but he had the mask on. This was last year, so all I saw was this much of him. And I asked Allison, I said, "Does that look like Steve to you?" And so I went back around the other side of him, and I was looking, and before it got awkward, I said, "Steve, is that you?" And he looked at me and he said, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" So we completely just bumped into each other in a Buc-ee's.
That is incredible.
You
never know where you're going to bump into Steve Turtle.
That's right.
We had a chance to go see him down at the Heritage Village in North Florida in the Panhandle. when he was there. But Steve is good people.
Yep.
And that's all we have. So see, they weren't that bad.
I had to ask him last night because he was going through your videos over and over.
I was scrubbing your videos to find a good snapshot.
And I go,
you know,
are you editing their videos?
we want to thank Fordman, aka Kenneth Oakes, for dropping the link to Jarhead and Ginger's Journey, their YouTube channel. If you're not already a subscriber to Jarhead and Ginger, I may be preaching to the choir, but if you're not already a subscriber, do check out their channel. And I think you'll find something over there that you like. And make sure you give them a thumbs up, leave a great comment, watch their videos, and subscribe if you haven't already. Scott and Allison, we want to thank you so much. I know I haven't let Miss Barbara say a word edgeways.
That's okay.
Today, but
I was eating because pre-show, Allison was eating on the screen, and then all of a sudden I realized I need a snack. So I sat back eating.
But anyway, we want to thank y'all very much for being with us today. We've had a blast, and I appreciate all the information about the NRVTA. And now that I've got your email hooked up, I'm probably going to drop you some notes as I started getting more serious about going, because I really do want to go. But thank you all so much for being with us here today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us. And I don't know if I think she said it, but I would definitely recommend anybody that's living in an RV for sure should at least do that first week at NRVTA. Tell them I sent you, I'll get a kickback.
Yeah.
All right. Get another hat and a t-shirt.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, once again, Scott and Allison, thank y'all for being here with us. The link is in the chat over here to Jarhead and Ginger's Journey. We appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
And thanks for your service, both of you guys.
Same to you. Thanks, Scott, Allison. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was fun.
That was fun.
And we got about 3 minutes left, but did you see anything in the chat over there? You really need to...
I tried keeping track of it, but pretty much I think we said hello to everybody, and mostly we were all listening into the interview, so it was really a good interview.
Yeah, well, I appreciate y'all for coming on this Independence Day. And tomorrow is Independence Day. We're celebrating the Independence Day weekend. And I hope y'all have something planned for tomorrow, something cool. Maybe you won't have rain like we're having right now. It was beautiful all day. It was cooking me outside in the heat, and sunshine, blue skies, puffy clouds. All of a sudden, you know what they say about the weather? Wait 5 minutes.
That's right.
Of course, they say that everywhere. They say it about traffic. They say it about whatever town you live in. These folks don't know how to drive in the winter. That's what they say.
That's what they say.
But anyway, we want to thank y'all for being here. Again, if you have plans for tomorrow, be safe, especially if they involve any kind of fireworks. Be safe. And don't mix your fireworks and your adult beverages. Hey, it's 11:30 at night. I got a truckload of fireworks out here, and we got a case of beer. Sound like a good idea to me. Hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
Yeah, that sounds like a trip to the emergency room right there. Y'all be careful, okay, and have a great Independence Day tomorrow. We really appreciate each and every one of y'all, and thank you for coming on this Sunday. Miss Barbara, now you can talk.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, until we see you again,
Fair winds and following seas.
God bless you.